Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. You know, tonight's show was about sexually transmitted diseases. So what are the telltale signs that you or someone you know has contracted syphilis, herpes, or the oft-dreaded gonorrhea? Well, the most common sign is when you go wee-wee tinkle. A healthy person will make this sound. A sound of relief. But a person who has contracted a sexually transmitted disease will make this sound.
Damn!
If that person is you or someone you know, immediately contact the school nurse. Put the problem in her hands. Until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, ride the big one. Hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. You know, tonight's show is really a homage to college, and especially the State University College at Malibu Adjacent. Founded back in the late 1990s, the State University College at Malibu Adjacent offers 3 majors: lifeguarding, microbrew management, and of course, gynecology. So if you're looking for an unaccredited college, make sure at the top of your list is the State University College at Malibu Adjacent. Ready, gang?
S-U-C-M-A! S-U-C-M-A! S-U-C-M-A!
So until next time, this is Notch Suckma Johnson saying, ride the big one. Hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. You know, tonight's show is about getting out of poverty. So here to talk to our friends of the Ghetto is our own Jamaica St. Croix. Jamaica?
Thanks, Notch. Yo, you finna raise up and get your booty in an uptown crib? Shoot, dawg. Don't be laying in the cut, getting your drink on. And when you getting your freak on with some fly ass, honey, use a Jimmy hat. Get your game together. Make the other kids in the hood hate on you as you. Addie 5,000.
I don't know what you said, but that's good advice. So until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, ride the big one and...
Peace out.
Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. You know, tonight's show wasn't about anything. It was more of a statement against the stereotyping of the native Indian American. You'll notice we stayed away from all those stereotypes. How, you might ask? Well, firstly, when I see those stereotypes, I get heap big sick. I mean, I just go, ugh. Thirdly, a lot of the actors we use tonight are actually part Indian. And lastly, to avoid the stereotype of the drunken Indian, we limited the amount of alcohol our actors could drink. No drink 'em firewater. So, until next time, this is Notch Little Worm Johnson saying, ride the big one. Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. You know, tonight's show is about not being embarrassed by your looks. So I've taken off the makeup to show you this small freckle here. Can you see it? See, I'm not embarrassed by it. Or here, I've got a mole that looks like the black guy in Miami Vice. Or on my back, I've got an extra Johnson. Can you see? It's my not fully developed twin brother, Lloyd. Can you say hi, Lloyd? Hi, Lloyd. See, I'm not embarrassed by it either. So until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, ride the big one. Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. You know, tonight's show was about... what was tonight's show about?
Uh-oh. Looks like somebody could use some more memory. Tonight's show was about broadly drawn TV villains. To learn more, log on to www.fxnetworks.com and click on Son of the Beach.
So until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, ride the big one.
You said the big one. Daddy, like.
Milo, you're too much. Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. Tonight's show is about hair loss. You know, humans are always shedding hair, and not just from their head. Many people suffer from the heartbreak of what doctors call a receding pubic hairline. I admit, I'm one of them. That's why I got together with the folks at Notch Johnson Laboratories to develop the Notch Johnson Big Boy Merkin. Full, thick, easy to clean, and you know something? The ladies like it too.
Hi, Notch. I love your phony pubic hair.
Thanks, ma'am. So until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, ride the big one. Hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. Obviously, tonight's show is about incontinence. Now, most people think it's the elderly who can't control themselves. Well, it's not. You see, even a youngster like myself can suffer from what doctors call lack of BM control. So that's why I developed Notch Johnson's Big Boy Snuggies. Extra absorbent, ultra comfortable, and you know something? The ladies like them too.
Hi, Notch. I like your adult diaper.
Thanks, ma'am. So until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, ride the big one. Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. Tonight's show is all about cavity searches. And I'd like to talk to you about a cavity search that you can do at home. It's the Notch Johnson Self-Prostate Examination. And it's especially important for you women out there. Here's what you do. Take a surgical glove like this. You can usually find them underneath your kitchen sink. Now apply to one of the fingers either petroleum jelly, grape jelly, or my favorite, spit. Watch as I examine myself. There we go. Uh-oh, I seem to have tensed up. Can't get my finger back. Anyway, the important thing is that to do this exam. So until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, ride the big one. Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. Tonight's show is about gays in the military. You know, if you look deep into the annals of military history, and especially the Civil War, you'll come across the Battle of Glory Hole and the story of gay soldier Private Richard M. Head. When Dick Head shot off his big gun, he was able to warn Union soldiers about an invasion to their rear. Nobody asked if he was gay or queer or why he wore that sequin beret. No, because Dick Head was a soldier, and that's all that matters. Until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, ride the big one. Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. Tonight's show is about something you kids are doing a lot of these days, and that's open mouth kissing. Sure, it's fun, it's exciting, and sometimes it tastes good, but open mouth kissing can also be dangerous. Diseases can be passed through your saliva. Diseases like influenza, and even worse, the sniffles. That's why I'd like to recommend the Notch Johnson Tongue Condom. Easy to use, effective, and comfortable. What? Excuse me, young lady. Would you like to open mouth kiss me? Are you wearing a tongue condom? Then let's make out. Wow, that's great. And you know, see, it's less expensive than a pack of cigarettes or a cheap bottle of wine. So until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, ride the big one. Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson. As you can tell, I'm still here in beautiful Hawaii. That's Diamond Head behind me. But speaking of heads, tonight's show is about a dangerous new drug that's been popping up lately. It's called marijuana. You've probably never heard of it because your federal government has done such a good job keeping it out of the country and off the streets. But I've been able to round up pretty much the last remaining Mary Joe left. And I'm going to destroy it right now. So you should thank your federal government for all the work that they... Did I say government? That's very funny. Anyway, you should thank your federal government for working and for floating on a beautiful cloud that's shaped like a dinosaur. Anyway, what did I say? I don't care. Anyway, until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying what? Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. Needless to say, tonight's show is about cold sores, otherwise known as yucky face herpes. Now, a lot of people think cold sores can be passed through any type of contact, such as kissing. Well, that's simply not true. Allow me to demonstrate. Teens, I want you to meet Michelle. Now, Michelle is currently suffering from a minor inflammation. But that's not going to stop me from providing her with some deep, open-mouth kissing. Watch. You see, I'm perfectly fine. So until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, ride the big one. Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. Tonight's show is about point shaving. But speaking of shaving, I've noticed lately a lot of women aren't grooming themselves properly. They look as though the group ZZ Top is peeking out from their bathing suits. Well, that's why the folks at Notch Johnson Laboratories have come up with a new hair removal device. It's called the Lady Bird Johnson. Just attach it to your vacuum cleaner and suck those hairs away. Watch. Set it off! Set it off now! Until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, ride the big one, turn it off! Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. Tonight's show is clearly about depression in animals. So could you humans out there please leave the room? I'd like to be alone with the pets. Okay, thanks. Over the years, I've seen too many animals ravaged by bulimia, obsessive-compulsive disorder, and in you birds, paranoia. The symptoms are loose stools, lack of leg humping, dry nose, and no more butt scooting across the carpet. If you recognize these symptoms in you or a friend, please call me or call that old dead guy on Mutual of Omaha. Until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, rough the big one. Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. Tonight's show is about a battered woman from the South. But you know, so many battered things come from the South. You've got battered chicken, battered shrimp, battered catfish, and of course, batteries. So what's the problem with battering? High cholesterol. Now, teens, people our age don't have to worry about that, but others do. So if you should meet a known batterer, I'd like to recommend my new product, Notch Johnson's I Can't Believe It's Not Batter. And you'll say,
Wow. I can't believe it's not batter.
Until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, ride the big one. Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. Tonight's show was once again about racial stereotypes. And teens, hearing these tasteless jokes about minorities makes me madder than a Japanese tourist without a camera. Well, tonight I have with me a man who started a website to help stamp out these horrible ethnic put-downs, Mr. Jackie Martling. Jackie, can you give us some examples of these jokes?
Thanks, Notch. You know, one particularly disturbing example is, did you hear about the Mexican midget? He committed suicide. He hung himself from the rearview mirror.
Oh, just terrible.
Yeah, and why aren't there any Puerto Ricans on Star Trek? Because they're not working in the future either.
Oh, awful.
Yeah, and where's an Irish family go on vacation? To a different bar.
Folks, to make yourself more aware of these jokes, please visit Mr. Martling's website at
Jokeland.com. And don't forget to buy my CDs.
So until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, ride the big one and F Jackie.
Hey.
Hi, teens. Jerry Springer here with a final thought. You know, tonight's show was about twins. Do you have an evil twin? Would you like to be on my show?
Excuse me. Jerry, what are you doing?
I'm just wrapping up.
Well, that's what I do.
That's right. This is your show. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No problem, Jerry. Hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. Tonight's show is about the dangers of swimming with your clothes on. Now,
Do you like to swim naked? Would you like to be on my show?
excuse me, Jerry?
I'm sorry. It's a habit. It's a habit.
Okay, now I lost my place. Tonight's show was about livestock. You know, livestock.
Do you like to sleep with farm animals? Do you ever cheat on one? Would you like to be on my show?
Excuse me. Just forget it. We're out of time. This is Knots Johnson saying, ride the big one.
Do you have a big one? Would you like to be on my show? Give us a call.
Okay, forget it. Let's cut this thing now. Cut it. Oh, hi, teens. Knots Johnson here. Tonight's show is about a genetic disorder that admittedly I suffer from. Of course, I'm talking about IPS, inverted penis syndrome, also known as circle and a dot disease. Other sufferers include Billie Jean King, Ellen DeGeneres, and Howard Stern.
Excuse me, what time is it?
Oh, it's just about noon.
Thanks, lady.
I'm not a lady, son. I'm an IPS sufferer. So until next time, this is Knots Johnson saying, ride the little one. Oh, hi, teens. Knots Johnson here. Tonight's show is about hernias. It's very important to examine yourself for hernias often. I started at the age of 13 while watching an episode of Gilligan's Island. Mary Ann was bent over, churning some butter, and suddenly I felt the urge to examine myself. Soon thereafter, I started examining myself several times a day while watching shows like Wonder Woman, Charlie's Angels, and of course, Bonanza. So now I think it's time for you teens at home to take a whack at it. And here to help us is our wrap-up girl, Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Knots.
So, Michelle, what do you have in mind for us today?
Well, I have a bunch of exercises, but first I need to put some lotion on.
Well, thanks, Michelle. That was terrific.
What about the exercises?
Oh, I think we're way beyond that. So until next time, this is Knots Johnson saying, ride the big one. Oh, hi, teens. Knots Johnson here. Tonight's show is a very special episode. It dealt with the complexities of the mother-son relationship. It was especially difficult on me because, as you know, I had no mother. She died during conception. So I missed out on those special moments with Mom. No time at the playground, no time in the kiddie pool, and no time laying on her chest, suckling yummy mommy milk from her swollen orbs. Well, that's why the folks at Knots Johnson Laboratories developed the Big Nip. You can use the Big Nip for drinking milk or any beverage, even a cold, frosty soda pop. Tastes like cola, feels like Mom. So until next time, this is Knots Johnson saying, ride the big one. Oh, hi, teens. Knots Johnson here. Tonight's show is pointless. So instead of doing a wrap-up, I'm going to reach into my mail sack and pull out a piece of my mail. Tonight's letter comes to us from an S. Riley of Eugene, Oregon. S. writes, Dear Notch, my friend and I made a bet that Michelle, your wrap-up girl, couldn't do 5 jumping jacks in a row. Well, S, I'm here to tell you Michelle can do better than that. Michelle?
Hi, Knots.
Hi, Michelle. Michelle is not only going to do 5 jumping jacks, she's going to do 5 in slow motion. Michelle? Ha, that was terrific. So until next time, this is Knots Johnson saying, ride the big one. Oh, hi, teens. Knots Johnson here. Tonight's show is about our neighbors to the south, the French. You know, people are always making fun of the French for being rude, for hating Americans, for not shaving under their arms, wearing berets, running from Germans, and most of all, for their horrible BO. So until next time, this is Knots Johnson saying, ride the big one. Oh, hi, teens. Knots Johnson here. Tonight's show is about situation comedies. I can't tell you how important TV sitcoms are to me because I love to laugh. See? And when I think of my favorites, two classic comedies come to mind. Leave It to Lucy and I Love Beaver. But recently, some folks from a famous basic cable TV network approached me to do a show about my life. And since the beach is like a father to me, they wanted to call it Baywatch. But who wants to see a show about lifeguards? It's boring. I said, bring me back something funny. So until next time, this is Knots Johnson saying, ride the big one. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, hi, teens. Knots Johnson here. Tonight's show is about the greatest invention known to mankind. No, it's not the thong, or the push-up bra, or the crotchless panty. No, I'm talking about the dumpster. A dumpster can be a treasure chest of pre-owned goodies. Just look at some of the things people throw away. Why, look, here's a vomit-encrusted hat. Nothing a little Martinizing won't take care of. Don't tell me I don't look sharp. And here are some partially shredded documents from something called the Whitewater Land Development Corporation. So for now, this is... Why, look. Why, it's a baby. A perfectly good baby. Hello, little fella. What a welcome addition to any family. So for now, this is Knots Johnson saying, ride the big one. Hello, little fella. Hi, teens. Knots Johnson here. Hey, you caught me. I was just playing with myself. Actually, teens, this is one of my new action figures available from N2 Toys. You see, tonight's show is about product placement. Now, what is product placement? Well, advertisers will pay to have their products seen or mentioned on a television show. For example, every time I hold up this delicious bag of Doritos, I can make money. Popeye's chicken, Krispy Kreme donuts. Hey, is today Tuesday? That means it's Hormel Chili Day. And after all that food, I'm gonna wanna wash it down with an ice-cold Coca-Cola while wearing silhouette sunglasses. But not before I drive home in my brand new Chrysler Sebring convertible. So that's product placement. But teens, do you think for a second that your Knots Johnson's gonna fall for such crass commercialism? No way, Jose. Cuervo. So until next time, this is Knots Johnson saying, buy the big one. Oh, hi, teens. Knots Johnson here. Tonight's show is about phone sex. I just recently found out that phone sex doesn't necessarily mean having sex with your phone. Instead, it's a fun activity that can be enjoyed by two consenting adults. Watch.
Hello, Michelle, the wrap-up girl.
Oh, hi, Michelle. This is, Scotch Johnson.
Oh, hi, Knots.
And the best thing about phone sex is, when you're done, just hang up. No awkward conversation, no cuddling. Just clean up, flip on Fox Sports Net, and drift off to sleep a happy man. Oh, until next time, this is Scotch Johnson saying, dial the big one. Oh, hi, teens. Knots Johnson here. Tonight's show was a living history lesson about America's forgotten war, the war in Grenada. I say Grenada, you say Grenada. Many people called it Reagan's folly, but as you know, I was Dutch Reagan's Undersecretary of Defense, and I beg to differ. That war changed the life of many a Grenadan or Grenadan, including my own foster daughter. Folks, meet Medora Juanita Conchita Alonza de Suarez Cariba Cerveza. But I just call her Gwyneth. In 1983, I found Gwyneth when she was just an infant. Her mother had left her alone just long enough for me to grab the carriage and bring her to a new life in America. I took her home, clothed her, bathed her, and gave her a warm bed, as I still do today. You see, that war did make a difference. So until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, ride the big one. No, not you, Gwen. Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. Tonight's show is about the change of life Kimberly's middle-aged mother is going through, also known as mental pause. I'm lucky. I just turned 30, so I've got many years left till I stop secreting natural juices and no longer get a monthly visit from my Aunt Flo. But when I do, I'll be prepared because of a certain Chinese herb. And here's Chinese herb now. See, Chinese herb has already started me on an ancient Oriental health remedy called acupuncture. I know what you're saying. Do I want these big needles inside me? Trust me, it hurts at first, but then it feels good if you let yourself relax. So until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, ride the big one. Okay, Chinese herb, do your homeopathic thing. Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. Well, it's that time of the month when I show you my mail sack. And pull out letters from you, the teens. This first letter comes from Baghdad, Iraq, where we do very well with goats 18 to 34. Whoa! No letter in there. This next letter comes from New York City, from an H. Stone. H writes, "What's with you guys, Johnson? What's with all the homo stuff? How about something for us straight guys?" You're right, H. That's why I invited Michelle, our wrap-up girl here, wearing nothing but a whipped cream bikini.
Hi, Notch. I brought my friends Tabitha and Samantha. They like to party and oil wrestle. Notch.
Oh, sorry. Well, there you go, H. Hope you're happy. So until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, ride the big one. Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. Tonight's show is clearly about, what was it about?
Talk shows.
Talk shows. Folks, the American talk show has become the cesspool of our democratic culture, with topics like, you stole my man, now you can kiss my big black ass. Mm-hmm. And finally, my fat daughter dresses like a hoe, so let's get a drill sergeant to yell at her. Folks, let's be on the lookout for people with names like Maury, Montel, Sally, Ricky, Springer, and the worst offender of them all, this handsome young man with the obvious hairpiece. So until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, ride the big one. Oh, no, people, no! Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. Tonight's show is about the dangers of biting other people's necks, commonly referred to as the hickey. A hickey is one of the most embarrassing and unsightly blemishes known to mankind. Watch as I give one to Michelle, our wrap-up girl.
Hi, Notch. I'm ready for my hickey.
Isn't that just terrible? That's why the folks at Notch Johnson Protective Cruisewear have come up with this item. The Hickey Dicky. Ooh, my dicky is so soft. Now, Michelle, how'd you like to suck in my dicky?
I'd love to, Notch.
You see, no matter how hard Michelle licks, bites, or chews, there's no unsightly mark left behind.
And your dickie feels so good.
Thank you. So until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, ride the big one. See, my dickie comes in a lot of different sizes, too. It can vary from day to day. Sometimes it's large. Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. Tonight's show is about a new group of immigrants who just arrived in this country, Italian Americans. And if there's one thing Italian Americans love to do, even more than pouring concrete, it's singing. That's why I put together this compilation called Johnson Parmigiana. You get classic Italian American songs like I Can Only Love You, You Can Only Love Me. You'll have to wait a moment because I have to take a pizza. But that's not all. You also get I didn't like my neighbor's dog, so I shot him in the head. His barking kept me up all night, and now he is a dead. Order now, and you get this bonus Italian-American folk song, Kumbaya, my lord, Kumbaya. Yes, 44,000 of your favorite Italian-American hits on one LP. Look at all the songs you'll get. Songs your wife and girlfriend will love. And all this for a whopping $9.99. But you better hurry, they go fast. So until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, ride it a big one. Oh, hi, teens. Notch Johnson here. Tonight's show is our salute to Asian people. Now, how many of you teens know your wang from your woo-woo? Not many. That's why the folks at Notch Johnson Productions have come up with this marvelous new game show called Who is Who? That's right, Who is Who? The show where you, the audience, try to guess the home country of a spicy hot Asian gal. Okay, here's your first hint. And no looking at my card, that's Peking. Okay, Asian hottie number one, Amber, comes from a land that represses its people but makes a great shrimp with lobster sauce. Well, if you guessed Thailand, you'd be Wong. Again. No, the answer is China. You see, Amber is a hoe. Well, as you can see, this show can't miss. So until next time, this is your host, Notch Johnson, saying, ride the big one! Oh, hi, teens. You caught me with a handful of my own batter. Little salty. Notch Johnson here. Tonight's show is about the joys of down-home cooking, which you can read about in my new cookbook entitled Lardy, Lardy, Lardy. Now, many people think that Southern cooking is unhealthy, but it's actually just the opposite. Meet my friend Jared. Now, Jared just recently started eating some of my recipes like deep-fried lettuce, chocolate-covered ham, and our favorite, butter sticks and gravy. And it saved Jared's life. Let me show you a picture of Jared before he started eating my food. So, Jared, what do you say you and I go chew the fat? That's good fat. So until next time, this is Notch Johnson saying, go eat a big one. Extra fatty today.